Yo, Joe. Hello, this is KRBrickBot, and it's been a couple of months since Tobot V Season 1.5 wrapped up. I'm still waiting for Season 2 and the Season 2 toys. But in the meantime, I think I better catch up with these other reviews. So this is one of the original molds, not Alpha Plus or Grand Champion. Storm.Joe. That's Storm.Joe with a dot. So this is a pretty wide box with a main red color. So here's the robot and the bigger vehicle and the smaller vehicle. The back shows a nice stock photo with an impossible pose to recreate. And it highlights a hurdle box. And this side shows the red box with the Stom.Joe. Okay, I think this might be a second run. Okay, let's get to opening this thing. First off, there's this pre-assembled cardboard hurdle box straight in the packaging. No extra assembly required. On the one hand, that really bulks up the box size, but on the other hand, kids won't have the frustration of putting this thing together. Anyway, I guess you could use it as a display stand or to send this little thing through. Yeah, so this is the main component of Storm.Joe. So this is his default mode. It's some sort of police car. Yeah, it looks like a pretty sleek police car with a very big siren head on top. And a golden molded V badge and some baby blue headlights. Tiny little wheels. Red headlights. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's just like a typical toy car, really. And except it has this and this on the top. Now, if you're wondering what scale this thing goes with, well, compared to the animation, this is a regular size car, so this is a scale outlier. There really is no other official Tobot V product that scales with this thing correctly. Yeah, this would be more with the Legion size. Okay, now taking a look at the big bulk of the thing. So I think it's just called Vehicle on the packaging, but in the cartoon I think it's called the Commando Specialist. Yeah, it's some sort of vehicular thing. It's really incohesive to tell what this thing is other than a police-themed sci-fi vehicle thing with those red sirens and the V badge there and giant exhaust and whatnot. Yeah, so basically this is kind of a Tobot V version of one of Young Toy's other toy lines, Moncart. Moncart has little monsters and go-karts that can drive into giant vehicles to auto-transform.
I never thought Young Toys would stoop this low, lazily recycling toys and shoehorning them in beloved franchises they don't belong in.
Ignoring that, fanboy, it's still, yeah, it's some sort of, it's a vehicle. It's a vehicle, not sure how well this thing will go over. I think it's looking pretty plain on the back, on the top though. It's very black here. With a back door here, nice little back door, which you can manually click open. And here's a little magnetic red button which connects to Storm.Joe here to auto-transform. So let's see how that works. So step by step on how this thing moves and such. So, let's see, transforming this thing back. The important step is flipping out this ramp and then linking it on the bottom. And had to make sure these click in. So yeah, I think what happens here is that this magnetic clamp will unlatch that bit, which will flip forward this top portion, which will hit this transparent red button, which will in turn make the leg spring forward and the front bumper flip up on the chest. And also, that first step, it'll also flip down the arms. It's certainly a very chunky police-themed bot. All the red detail carry over here with a very big front chest here. Very white and stocky, and yeah, there's a very obvious back platform protrusion and these obvious bits, because that much support is needed for this thing to transform properly. At least there are some extra pipe details here. Looking at the head sculpt, it is one of the few Tobot V robots with an actual faceplate. Everything else, most of them have the traditional robot face with a big mouthpiece. That's a very big mouthpiece, and certainly Siren themed. Also, yeah, I guess that faceplate lends itself to a stern look. And I really don't think you can pop this out by itself, so you have to plug it in there to pop it. Yeah, but except there's that much space between the car and the chest, so I think the illusion kind of breaks if you look at it from the top. Yeah, and just this alone, it looks pretty bare too, so that's that. You really can't expect articulation from this thing at all. The head is really solid, no swivel there. The arms, yeah, really nothing. This is as far as the arms will go, but at least it has a spring-loaded wrist swivel, just because it automatically folds to the wrist. So that's if you can actually do something with this would be a little fun little wrist waving, fist waving. And the toes are in a permanently side split stance because it can't do the legs. Well, it can do this. Little hops too. Some size comparisons. Takara's Drive Head Rescue Backdraft. A similar concept, except this one is much more articulated and modular. And Hello Carbot Mini Fron, please. Legion Optimus Prime. And Tobot V Mini Greatest Admiral. If you look at the cartoon, I think they were about the same size, but slightly taller this one is. And Barricade. So yeah, Storm.Joe, a mainline auto-transforming Tobot V product, the first one. I suppose its target audience will have some gratuitous enjoyment from popping that thing. And I think compared to other auto-transforming toys, this one is a little more complex and involved. But older folk won't find much enjoyment because this thing is not as articulate, and especially he has all sorts of extra fancy gadgets and weapons which will never be here. Yeah, so this is like a low-key priority product for most that are not kids. Especially since Tobot V does not sell as well as its competitor these days. But at least the other auto-transforming Tobot V toy is a little better.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment and all that good stuff for more Korean robots. And until next time, this is KRBrickBot signing off.